Hello, my dear friends. I am Dr. Wasim I Khan, Assistant Professor, Sri Shivaji Law College, Parvani, Maharashtra, India. So, today's point of discussion will be a defense of Judicial Act. Under what circumstances the defense of Judicial Act can be taken and who will be entitled to take this particular defense, we will discuss in this particular lecture with a certain example and with a certain case laws. So, let's start the topic. Today we will discuss a judicial act as a defense. So there are certain defenses for a law of tort. Among those, the judicial act is one of the defense by taking of which a person can avoid his liability under a tort. So what exactly the defense of judicial act play a role, we will discuss in this lecture. A very short concept is there. No action lies for acts done or words spoken by a judge in exercise of his judicial office, although they may be malicious. So whatever the act done by the judicial officer, by the judge, whatever the words spoken by a judge in his judicial capacity, while exercising his judicial work, whatever the work done, whatever the words spoken, although the judge uses all these words, doing all that particular act with a malicious intention, with the intention to cause harm to the reputation of a person, even then such person will not be entitled to file a suit against the judge. And if he file a suit against the judge will be entitled to take the defense, and that defense is known as a judicial act. So while performing the judicial duty, the judge can speak any word, the judge can do any act, though that act causes any kind of harm to the person, to the reputation of person, even if the intention of the judicial officer is a malicious one, the intention of the judicial officer is to cause any kind of harm to the reputation of person, even then the judge will not be liable. The judge will not be liable for his act or words spoken. Why? Because he is speaking something in his judicial office, whatever it may be the duty hours of that particular judge. In that duty hours, he will be protected from his act. So that's why the judicial act will be defense available for the defendant. Suppose if there is a cross-examination of a witness, and while cross-examination, if the judge speaks that you are a liar, definitely if I speak to someone else, suppose if I make a statement regarding you that you are a liar, then definitely it is a defamatory statement. If you are not a liar, you will be entitled to file a suit against me for the tort of defamation. But the same word is pronounced by the judge in his judicial capacity to the witness, then that witness will not be entitled to file a suit against the judge. And if the witness filed a suit against the judge can take the defense that I pronounced that particular word while I was exercising my judicial capacity, judicial office. That's why the judicial act is a defense available for the defendant. It is founded on the principle of public benefit that judges should be at liberty to exercise their function independently and without fear of consequences. Definitely there is a concept, according to the Indian Constitution, there is a concept of independent judiciary. So judiciary is independent, free from any kind of fear of consequences. The judicial officer exercising their duty independently without any kind of botherance from the other person. So that's why this defense is available for the judicial officer, judicial act. So in the judicial proceeding, any word spoken by the judicial officer, barrister, witness, whatever it may be done, No person will be entitled to file a suit. And if the person filed a suit, that particular person will be entitled to take the defense. And in this particular judicial act, in this particular defense, judge will be entitled to take this particular defense. Judge will be entitled to take this defense judicial act, because whatever the judge is doing for the benefit of the general public, so that the judge is provided with the liberty to exercise their function independently without fear of any consequences. Otherwise, what will be done if such type of action is allowed against the judicial officer? Definitely judicial officer cannot exercise his function independently. Fear of consequences always remain in the mind of judicial officer. That's why this defense is available for the judicial officer. You do your activity, you do your duty independently without fear of consequences. You can do anything, you can speak any word while performing your judicial act. You will not be prosecuted. You will not be liable for your words. You will not be liable for your action, for anything. So that's why the judicial act is a defense available for the judicial officer. So judicial officer will not be liable for their words which they spoke in the judicial hours, in their judicial office. So no person will be entitled to file a suit against the judicial officer, and if they file a suit, judicial officer will be entitled to take the defense, and that defense is supposed to be known as a judicial act. So this is a very short defense which can be taken by the judicial officer only. Thank you. I hope you understand this particular topic. If you understand, please subscribe my channel, hit the notification button, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends. Thank you. Thank you very much.